is Yes FM Stupid News.
You know, sometimes when you look at the real estate listings and pictures, you don't see the real story. But these folks down under said, you know what? We turned the kids over to the house over to the kids. They had some wild parties. And we're going to be completely honest
and
with
tell
that
you
home's
exactly how much of a mess
Yes.
it is. It's a 4-bedroom house in
Yep.
Australia, listed online as being barely livable. Their words. It advises those looking for a quick move to pass it over due to destruction. After stepping through the front door, the virtual tour of the house makes zero attempt to fluff it up and make it look prettier than it is. There's holes in the walls, missing floorboards, and yes, even mold. And the previous owners say they're just doing the courtesy of starting the renovation one punch at a time. So if you wanted that drywall to come down, well, they've begun that process. The long-term owners of the house ran into trouble after they moved away and let their children have it, who destroyed it, throwing parties, amongst other things.
Right.
The listing agent says despite all the issues with the home, it's gotten a lot of interest because people have said, well, we know exactly what we're getting into. And I guess if you're a fixer-upper kind of person, you know that's exactly what this is.
A little elbow grease.
Yeah, handyman special.
All right, now if you're too cheap to mow your own grass and you have access to, I don't know,
Livestock.
goats and donkeys.
Sure.
These folks did. Only problem was the animals escaped.
Yes, so these guys hired goats and donkeys or brought them in to help trim their grass. But last week in Atlanta, Georgia, which actually, depending on what part you're in, is a very big city, they wandered off. 24 goats and 1 donkey got loose near Chastain Park, which is they left a job site. So apparently these are literally like rented animals that they brought in to do this with. And they got out. The homeowner who had hired the animals to clear some brush from her yard said the donkey was supposed to help herd the goats, but instead they got out and took off. Neighbors say the whole thing was pretty laughable, but yeah, she hired the goats and the donkey. Apparently the donkey did not read his job description.
Maybe just hire somebody to come cut the grass.
Well, it was brush too.
Still.
I know.
They've got equipment for that sort of a thing.
Brush cutters.
Just saying.